Red corset and global controversy. How Lisa's bold fashion became the talk of the world. It began with a flash of red under the concert lights. A sudden shimmer. A moment so swift yet unforgettable. On the grand stage of the Deadline World Tour, amid thunderous applause and an ocean of glowing fanlights, Lisa, the magnetic youngest member of BlackPink, took center stage in an outfit that would ignite more than just excitement. Clad in a crimson corset top paired with stylized, tasseled short shorts, the Thai-born global sensation instantly sparked a digital firestorm that engulfed social media, fan forums, and news headlines for days. To some, it was just another high-fashion performance ensemble. To others, it was a visual shock that crossed invisible boundaries. The sleek red corset clung tightly to Lisa's frame, its bold silhouette accentuating her figure. The shorts, fringed and scarcely there, revealed more than expected under the merciless spotlights. And as video clips circulated at lightning speed across platforms like X, TikTok, and Instagram, debate erupted with ferocity. Was it art? Was it indecent? Was it a moment of liberation or a failure of fashion judgment? Lisa has long been at the forefront of fashion evolution within the K-pop universe, daring to experiment with bold, edgy, and at times polarizing choices. Yet, this particular ensemble, short to the point of controversy, pushed the discourse further than ever before. With fans split, critics enraged, and defenders passionate, the incident transformed a mere costume into a cultural flashpoint. Among the sea of comments online, several recurring themes emerged. One side pointed fingers at the stylists. Why dress a global icon in an outfit so revealing that it risked wardrobe mishaps under bright stage lighting? Viewers argued that while fashion should be fearless, it should also respect the boundaries of dignity and comfort. Some worried aloud about the message such outfits sent to young fans, many of whom are still in their teenage years and look up to Lisa as a role model. This isn't just about clothes, one parent wrote in a now viral tweet. It's about the normalization of hypersexualized fashion for minors. Meanwhile, another vocal faction jumped to Lisa's defense. She's an international artist now, a fan posted. Western pop stars have worn far less on stage for decades. Lisa is just embracing global aesthetics. Supporters pointed out that she wasn't being provocative for the sake of provocation, but rather evolving into a symbol of bold, empowered femininity on her own terms. They argued that Lisa, who had worked tirelessly to carve out her solo identity beyond the collective shadow of BlackPink, had earned the right to wear whatever made her feel strong and confident. But the discussion didn't end there. As media outlets dug deeper into Lisa's recent fashion history, a pattern began to surface. This wasn't a one-time misstep or a single stylistic experiment gone too far. At the 2025 Met Gala, Lisa had already drawn intense scrutiny for embracing the now infamous no-pants trend, appearing in a sheer lace coat, visible lingerie, and skin-tone tights that left little to the imagination. That outfit too had been polarizing, praised by some fashion critics as boundary-breaking couture, while lambasted by others as tasteless overexposure. And then came Coachella 2025, where Lisa stunned audiences in a skin-tight bodysuit that glittered under the California sun. High cut to the hip and barely covering what it needed to, the piece instantly became a subject of heated online debate. Once again, some fans were left conflicted, inspired by her confidence but uncomfortable with the aesthetic direction. The underlying question loomed larger each time. Where is the line between fashion-forward and inappropriate? And who gets to draw that line? As Lisa's solo career continues to expand in Western markets, this transformation in her image seems more intentional than accidental. In many ways, she has rebranded herself as not just a K-pop idol, but a global fashion provocateur. Gone is the sweet bubblegum persona from the da-da-do era. In its place stands a fiercer, more unapologetic woman who challenges conventions and questions expectations. Her appearances on international magazine covers, from Vogue Paris to Rolling Stone, have only reinforced this narrative. Her partnerships with high-end labels like Celine and Bulgari have given her free rein to push the envelope, and she's done so with striking, sometimes divisive results. But not everyone is comfortable with this evolution. Cultural critics in Korea and Thailand have voiced concern over the growing westernization of Lisa's public persona. They argue that her outfits, while accepted in some parts of the world, clash with traditional values in others. And while Lisa herself has rarely commented on these controversies directly, her choices seem to speak louder than any press statement ever could. Perhaps it is this silence that amplifies the conversation. Lisa doesn't explain, justify, or apologize. She simply walks onto the next stage. A new silhouette, a new statement, a new spark for the internet to dissect. It's as if she knows that the more they talk, the more powerful she becomes. And in today's attention economy, power is often measured by how long you can keep the spotlight, even if it's blinding. Still, not all of the backlash can be dismissed as generational misunderstanding or cultural conservatism. A more nuanced perspective considers the role of the entertainment machine around Lisa. Is she truly in control of her image, or are industry insiders, stylists, managers, marketing executives crafting a persona for profit? The suggestion that her agency might be prioritizing viral moments over artist comfort is a topic many fans are beginning to explore with caution. After all, it's one thing to choose bold fashion on your own terms, and another to be nudged into it because it sells. Styling controversies in K-pop aren't new, of course. The genre has long danced a fine line between boundary-pushing fashion and outright exploitation. But Lisa's case is unique in its magnitude. Her presence on both Eastern and Western stages, her crossover success, and her high visibility make her an unignorable case study in what happens when pop stardom collides with shifting cultural norms. Despite everything, or perhaps because of it, Lisa remains unfazed. In fact, her stylistic boldness only seems to be intensifying. From jeweled body harnesses to latex bodysuits, from fringe barely their skirts to translucent fabrics, her wardrobe speaks the language of fearless evolution. And while critics raise eyebrows, her fanbase continues to grow undeterred. In the end, maybe that's the real power Lisa holds. She provokes, she polarizes, but she doesn't retreat. She's not the first star to face wardrobe controversy, nor will she be the last. But few have managed to turn each fashion faux pas into a stepping stone toward greater relevance. Whether loved or critiqued, she's always watched. Every outfit, every move, every moment becomes part of the performance. And isn't that the essence of showbiz? The stage will change. The lights will dim and rise again. But one thing is certain. Lisa will step into the spotlight, dressed not just in fabric, but in meaning, controversy, and an undeniable magnetism. And the world, whether it likes it or not, will continue to look.